Hello, Conmini. Time to finish up Tiny Bunny. I'm excited. Actually, I'm trying to remember what happened last. I think the dad saved us, told us not to tell mom, and now the sister is waking me up in the middle of the night because the owl's outside her room, I believe. So I'm excited to get started. But my voice is kind of tired because I was practicing singing for the karaoke stream in like 2 weeks. So we'll see how long I'll hold up. So I hope you guys are having a good night. Yes.
Пожалуйста, пожалуйста, посмотри.
She couldn't tear her eyes off the window as if it was a staring contest. I found the light switch with my hand. The lamp poured bright light all over me. Ah, feels weird to talk so much. I got up. My vision fooled me, moving the window closer only to push it farther the next moment. My sister was just a blurry spot. I took a hesitant step forward. Yeah, I don't want to open that. No one should open this curtain.
Оль, что там? Что-то случилось? Ты хочешь, чтобы я открыл шторы?
Let's not open the curtains.
Нет, не надо!
I have to sneeze. What? I had to yawn. My bad.
Там же сова!
The voice was coming from behind. I turned around and froze from the terror. Yeah, see? That thing is scary. I don't know what's in the curtain. It's not my sister. Teary-eyed Olya stood in the doorway.
С кем ты разговаривал, братик?
Oh my god. She stared at me with eyes that were red from crying. With her hands wrapped around her shoulders, her voice was nervous, as if she was afraid to hear my answer.
Я разговаривал с тобой, с тем, кто притворился тобой.
The ledge outside my windows creaked ominously, as if something huge was sitting on top of it. And that thing that pretended to be Olya started spreading, changing shape, grew to scary heights under the light of a carnivorous moon. That's creepy. The voice didn't belong to my sister anymore. The thing that was hiding behind my curtains got tired of pretending, making me look like a fool. I pinched myself as hard as I could, hoping that the silhouette near the window was just a continuation of my nightmare, a hallucination brought upon by the cursed house. And those don't bite, do they? The silhouette was towering before me under the veil of mist. I heard Olya's shrill scream when someone had knocked on the window. Ah!
Она пришла за нами!
Another knock. I stepped back into the middle of the room, as if there existed nooks where I could hide from this horror. The sound was sharp, metallic. The lamp started shimmering, then it suddenly lighted the hole and went out. Like a candle under a strong wind, the filament inside it snapped with a ringing sound. Oh no. Oh no. The darkness that was waiting for that exact moment poured from all angles and enveloped me. I'm ready for this, I swear. The owls come to get me, Walter. There was only this window left in the whole universe. Moonlight poured through it, painting everything the color of bones that were exhumed from a crypt. Olya started squealing and pressed herself into my back, seeking protection. I don't know, I think I fixed my model too, but I'm not quite sure. And then an eye, burning with a carnivorous fire, stared at us from the window. Aw man, I really hate owls. Knock, 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 knock. No, it wasn't trying to break the window. It was toying with us. Not the owl. Well, you are a tasty tiny bunny, so that is true, I am. It just kept on knocking, driving us mad. Oh my god. As if a giant clock was measuring the time left for us, its pendulum swinging above the abyss. She was screaming in desperation, her hands clutching my arm like a pair of pincers. Why? Why is this owl here? Oh no. I could barely make out a pair of wings that spread out above the black spot.
Скажи ей, Антон!
Tell her what?
Скажи, что я больше не буду себя плохо
Oh.
вести. Никогда!
This poor girl.
Только пусть она уйдет! Пожалуйста!
The moonlight suddenly disappeared and the room descended into darkness. We couldn't see the burning eye anymore. I swallowed the stinky lump that was stuck in my throat. I stepped toward the curtains, entranced by the call of this disfigured guest.
Не буду, не буду, не буду, не буду!
Oya was standing behind me, mumbling, "I'll be good, I'll be good, I'll be good." The bleak window was creeping closer, curtains rustled. Why are we opening this? I reached out to move them aside so I could look my fear in the eye. At that moment, I heard noise coming from our parents' bedroom. Without thinking, I pulled the curtain to the side in one swing. Nothing. Though there was something shining on the ledge among the scattered feathers. The imaginative wording of this game is so amazing. I know! I really love it. I think that's one of the that's a primary reason I am like so intrigued by it. Rin! Good eve no, morning. Good morning. How are you? My glasses. Oh, my glasses made it back home to me. First class service from the owl. The ones that Semyon took from me. How did they get here? Was that a gift from the gurgling night? Did that owl really bring them here? I looked at the front yard, at the foreboding clearing, at the toothy forest. Not a soul. Not a trace of our late night guests. Only the old lamppost, dreaming like a lone watchman among the snowy desert. The dry window frame creaked. I tore away the insulating tape and the stripes of glued newspaper. What is this trigger? Window insulation. Before plastic windows became widely accessible in Russia, the cracks and frames of wooden windows were filled with cotton, or pieces of cloth, and sealed with self-adhesive tape or strips of newspaper soaked in soapy water. Oh. They like paper mache'd the windows? The creaks in the windows? Opened the window with big trouble. Frost pinned me with its little needles. The paintings on my walls moved from the draft. I touched my glasses, sure they would melt in my hands. But they were real. My brain was scrambling for an explanation. Semyon and his gang just pulled a prank on me. That was it. Really? I don't think so. That's it. A smooth white blanket was glittering under the street lamp just outside our yard. If anybody was to get close to the house, to climb the pipe to the ledge of my window, they would surely leave footprints. How are you? I'm still laying in bed. Aw, I want to be in bed too. Soon I will be in bed. I wouldn't want to start my day yet too. Because it's your Saturday now, isn't it? And it's possible. It's possible. But would they actually do it, Walter? It's the real question. But there were none. I cautiously took my glasses. My wrist was still intact. I want bed as well. I want bed too. Nobody pulled me into the darkness full of restless writhing. Yeah, I live in the future. No, they don't care about the MC enough. Yeah, they don't care about the MC enough. You're right.
Вы почему не спите?
Oh no, Mom found me. Mom's always mad at me. I swayed from surprise and almost fell out the window.
Совсем сдурели? Жарко, что ли?
Yes, it felt hot in
Не
here.
болели давно?
What's the future like? What is the future like, Rin? Like stuff.
была! Тоша ее прогнал!
I'm like sniffly, so if you hear me sniffling, it's my nose is stuffy for some reason.
А ну-ка марш спать к себе в комнату. А с тобой?
Please don't be mad at me, Mom. Mom paused, directing her seething eyes at me. She was thinking of a punishment equivalent to my crime. We don't need punishment. In the end, she just waved her hand, took Olia by the shoulder and left, throwing gloomy words my way.
Завтра поговорим.
Oh God, I don't want to talk tomorrow, Mom. I managed to get the frame back in place with a couple of hits. Pressed in the latches with all the strength that my fingers could muster. The cold left the room, but the fear was still present. I can see again. I placed my glasses on my nose and started studying my reflection in the window. It didn't look like a face, more like a death mask. Just like the one worn by the boy from the notice board. That night, I was on the edge of joining him there. Nothing different. I wish I could know which lottery numbers and tell you to buy. I would absolutely share the winnings if we could do that, Rin. A black and white face was staring at me through the clearing between the students' heads. Oh no, Semyon is missing. And it wasn't Vova. His face was right beside it. I recognized the fat cheeks and damaged skin. He left for school in the morning of January 16 and never returned. Chubby, brown hair, gray eyes, was wearing a dark brown sheepskin coat, a beige scarf, and a black mink hat and Alaska boots. No, Semyon's missing. Hi, Ivris. How are you? How are you this evening? I think you had a stream earlier, right? If I remember correctly? Is this a horror game? Yeah, it's a horror visual novel, Rin. So I think it would be like the something in the pool, the one that the one that you recommended. I think it's probably like similar. Well, not similar, but just like horror. Yesterday I did. Wait, how many days has it been? I think it's only been one day. I think this was the next day he's missing. How was your stream yesterday, Ibris? Are you planning to stream tonight too, or are you taking a break? And I'm doing well. My voice is kind of hoarse because I was practicing singing yesterday for a karaoke stream. So like, I don't know if it was a good idea to play a visual novel where I'm reading. But I'm doing it now. Semyon. I think it's definitely the next day. It was good. I don't stream until tomorrow. Ooh. Are you gonna be playing the same game tomorrow, Ibris? Baburian's photo was printed out and placed under the glass like an exhibition piece. I don't actually know what chapter. Oh, I finished chapter 2. We're deeply grateful for everyone who purchased. Okay, now I can finish what the other chapters are. Take care of your voice, my dear. I will. I will absolutely take care of it. Thank you. I'm gonna put on the mask now. I reached out. My hand wasn't shaking anymore. This is last time we chose to fight and I didn't go missing, basically. So what happened for Ibris and Rin or anybody else that wasn't here last time, I decided to fight and we ended up basically what happened is we ended up home. And then I got my glasses back and then the mean guy was missing. Yeah. Now we get to put the mask on. Yay. These kids are so mean. They're bullies. Semyon handed me the mask and let out an evil laugh. The fur felt warm to the touch, just like I expected. I got goosebumps. Electricity flowed through my spine.
Вот оно, мое спасение.
Dice slime! Nobody cared who you were till you put on the mask. Hi, Sai Slime, how are you? It's nice to see you. You have to prepare for tomorrow. I am. I will. Uh, yeah. I should be fine. I'll make sure to drink plenty of water, warm water. What does he mean warm to the touch, like he expected? The fur was warm. You know how like some things are like you know like coats when you touch them and it's like fur, it's warm. At least I think that's what it means. I have a big stream tomorrow. I do. LOL weekend so can catch your stream. Thank you for coming by to catch it. This kid must wear haunted masks all the time. Well, it wasn't as bad. The only thing is he spat into my mask, and I don't feel good about putting this on. A voice whispered to me from the well of my subconscious, just put it on and nobody will hurt you. Hi, Shamaya. The forest froze, gazing at me with cracks in the bark. I acted slowly. I took off my glasses, got rid of the nasty spit on the paper mache. Oh, thank goodness, we did actually get rid of it. Time to behave. A mod's here. I thought you were a mod, Waltzer. I forgot. Also, hi, Lumi. How are you, Lumi? I'm sorry I didn't talk much during the Baldur's Gate. I was just lurking during your stream, Lumi. Oh yeah, intern has been here the whole time. Although he's also watching our friends play DVD. Oh yeah, Shmai's here to get the mass time. There was movement inside of the bunny face. How is there movement inside of the bunny face? As if something was trying to break out. I don't like this. Thank you for lurking, Lumi. I'll never forget this moment. And I needed to help it. I lifted up the mask and started moving it toward my flaming cheeks. Just like in that movie with Jim Carrey. Oh no, we're referencing the mask. This mask had power. This mask had strength. Carton touched my skin. It enveloped my skull, my nose took the shape of my face. It smelled like an animal lair and pine. My lips touched some sort of hard, wavy material. My armor. Strangely enough, through the slits of the old carnival mask, I was able to see as good as through my glasses. A trio of boys frozen in the clearing. Oh no, oh no! Snowflakes frozen in the air. The trees, whose shadows formed black streams toward me, and a weird silhouette in the early twilight behind the windfall. In all that silence, Semyon nervously whispered, "Oh, maybe you shouldn't have bullied me." I broadened my shoulders. My muscles felt like they were made of steel. Invisible plumes of fog flew toward me, breaking off the trees. I was absorbing the forest's power with every pore of my body. I smiled underneath the mask. No, I showed my teeth. My fists were itching. My stomach was growling. What am I turning into? You asked for this. I made a step forward. Semyon carefully stepped toward me as if he was walking on thin ice. A trail from my dreams snaked in front of me again. Endless, alluring, it was beckoning me away from all the problems to the new wonderful world, the world of Magic Neverland. I pulled on the zipper, opened my coat, and threw it into the snow with a fast motion, then growled. Oh, that's a weird growl. I felt like something was frantically looking for the exit underneath my skin. I went towards Semyon. Also, the yandere face.
Твою мать! Превращается! Конченого мудака!
Oh my god, I'm gonna get beat. Oh, whoa, no one's a thing. The clearing blew up in hysteric laughter. Yasha was clutching his stomach, Roma smirked, shaking his head, and Semyon, who was laughing the most out of the three, spat on his knuckles and waved his fist like a club.
Ну и дебил же ты, Тошик.
Oh my god, I'm not an idiot. Don't say that. Ah! A fist collided with my mask. The fur didn't dampen the blow at all. There was no power, no magic smoke coming from the pines. I flew toward the bushes and landed on my butt. Oh my god, the mask was a mistake. My vision, bolstered by adrenaline a moment before, returned to normal.
Вот это был номер. Думал, он на четвереньки встанет и сгрызет нас всех.
That would have been better than getting punched.
Как морковку.
Like a carrot.
Не, ну вы видели Видели? Это считается, что он попрыгал.
Это даже лучше.
I sobbed. Oh no. Oh no. This is so sad. The mask had one advantage. If I cried now, nobody would see my tears. Oh no. This is the sad route.
Ну и дурик.
This is the sad route.
Да тебе в психбольнице место. В психбольнице для животных, на!
Semyon put his knee into the snow pile and ripped the glasses out of my numbed fingers.
Отдай очки. Я домой не дойду. Чё ж. Знаешь, какой у зайцев нюх?
Ah, they're
По
bullies.
запаху доберешься, не ссы. Прыг-скок, прыг-скок.
I think we picked the better choice the first run. You made me scared. Semyon shoved the trophy into his pocket and flashed me with a toothy grin.
Кролики очки не носят.
А теперь вали отсюда, Даун.
I stood up, still wobbly. The trees became a blurry dark wall. 3 bright silhouettes were wobbling around me. There were black spots on them, their eye sockets and mouths, but it looked to me like there was more of them than it should be. Gotta be scared for spooky season. Yes. I turned to the forest. Oh no. Semyon's boot came to my rescue, kicking me in the butt and quickening my shameful retreat.
Прыг-скок, прыг-скок.
I threw the mask into a ravine out of spite, and then zigzagged through the fire break alone in a giant snow-laden world. I wish the mask actually did do something. The trunks around me bent in all directions. Their treetops disappeared into the darkness above me. The sky was pushing me down. I wanted to cry, but my eyes were completely dry by now. I'm so excited. I automated these, so like I don't have to stop to do them. Only sadness and longing were left. A desire to bury myself under the snow, or leave for Neverland, joining Volva and Senya. I didn't care where to go, just somewhere far away from here. Somewhere very far away. Is this my home? Did I make it home? Oh my god, I made it home.
Так, я не поняла. Антон, а где очки? Потерял?
You actually gonna care about me, Mom, or are you just gonna yell at me?
Да, ну, мам.
Yes, automation is indeed great. I can't wait for VTube Studio to have the item API so I can automate the other stuff too.
И как можно быть таким рассеянным? Ты думаешь, я деньги печатаю?
Mom, care about me. I just got bullied.
Как же? Будешь до следующего года в старых очках ходить.
Olya rushed to me.
А я лису видела.
Surprise akin to a shotgun blast. I could only flap my lips in reply. A cup shattered into many little pieces with a loud bang. My mom let it fall from her hands. Her face was pale and her eyes were glued to the ground. This pause, just a split second, felt like an eternity. Then my mom spoke with disappointment.
Правда, правда.
I believe him. Please?
Такая пушистая.
толстая! Она у забора стояла на задних лапах, совсем как человек.
That fox didn't help me at all.
Она меня позвала, а тут мама вышла, и лиса убежала.
Не было там никакой лисы. Не выдумывай.
Stop. Oh, sorry.
Не подходи к ней.
I was getting water and I got distracted. Is it the same from here on out? I'm not sure. Is this so unbelievable? Does this mother has no imagination? This mother is really mean. Maybe she saw Draku. Draku? Wait. Where's my fast forward? Yeah, I don't know. Hold on. If it was necessary, I was ready to shake my sister as if she was a doll made of cloth.
Ты чего, Тоша?
Не подходи, слышишь? Ну, лиса ведь укусить может.
I think this one's slightly different. I don't remember talking about that. Oh, maybe they did. Sorry, I have technically read this dialogue, so I have it on auto.
Расскажи ему, Оль.
Она на двух ногах ходила, а еще была в платье одета. Только она была взаправду.
Видишь?
My smile wasn't like a thin piece of soap right before. I don't. Maybe they did. I don't remember if I said that. I do remember saying if you see her again, run. I don't know if I'm gonna have the weird dream in the classroom or not. I shut my eyes and threw the vitamins in my mouth, washed them down with water. Please stop driving me mad. Please. This is different. I was doing my homework on a Friday evening like usual. I had already finished the hard part. There was only my art homework left, my favorite subject. Draw. I needed to draw some sort of magic beast. It's a Triceratops! I wanted to draw a dino at first, but my brush reached out toward the orange paint all by itself. Oh my god, what's happening to my screen? Oh no! One stroke after another, the picture of a fox started slowly forming on a piece of paper. Give me back my Triceratops drawing. She was almost popping out of the snow-white sheet. She stood on her back legs and wore a sly smile. My brush moved again, drawing a fluffy tail. A moment later, it dropped out of my weak hand. After I finished my drawing, I spent a while studying it in surprise, as if I couldn't understand where this red beast came from. The longer I looked, the scarier her smile felt. Carnivorous, fake, like the smiles of women from adult magazines that were sold in press kiosks back in the city. An alluring smile that masked deep-seated malice, and the fox's eyes turned out red as if bloodshot. Oh my god. Sorry, I think that was too quiet. I'll have to put that back up. Kiss the fox? I don't want to kiss the fox! They looked more like bullet holes you see in action movies. I don't remember drawing them this way. I moved away from the table and the lamp's light reflected from the wet paint. The drawing was glossy. It felt like the fox was watching me, waiting.
Ты
Oh my,
что, оглох?
oh my god, Dad. Why would you scare me?
Я задумался.
Тебя спрашиваю, ты сестру не видел?
Kiss the girl. How does that song go? Forgot. The Kiss the Girl song. I agree, kiss the fox. I don't want to kiss the fox! Oh no, did my sister go missing?
Опять она где-то прячется.
Something moved under my bed and I froze. Alya's dirty face peeked out with a finger pressed to her lips. That is not what it looks like. I wasn't trying to kiss the fox.
Оля, я тебя вижу. Вылезай, ты же в пыли вся.
Alya crawled from under the bed and started dusting off her stockings, looking down.
Пойдем, Оль. Я тебе сказку почитаю. Посижу с тобой, пока не уснешь.
Я с вами. вами спать хочу. Не в той комнате.
I swear the fox hit on me first. The fox did. Well, we interrupted the fox, actually.
Там...
Mom entered the room. Mom's gonna be mad.
Что, опять сова?
А кто ж еще? Оль, она не придет больше. Я ее прогнал.
You didn't chase it away. I don't believe you. Alia shook her head in defiance.
Не прогнал. Она придет. Она сказала, что будет каждую ночь приходить.
О, так она у тебя говорящая?
Alia ignored the question and then asked with newfound determination,
Можно я с вами посплю?
Yes,
Можно?
yes.
В самый последний раз.
Give me the option to say yes to my sister.
Ложится.
I thought it was a great idea, but Alia shook her head again.
Нет, у тебя не хочу. Она и на тебя смотрит.
Wow. I felt goosebumps all over my body. Owls are scary, guys.
Хватит.
If I had to pick between the owl and the fox, I'd pick the fox.
Нет никакой совы. Ты сегодня спишь у себя, ясно?
Ну, пожалуйста, мам! Пожалуйста!
Made my sister cry. Mom took Olia's hand and tried to lead her out of my room.
Пойдем, милая. Не мешай брату.
No, she's fine. Olia clutched the bed's head with her free hand.
Пожалуйста, пожалуйста, пожалуйста! Не хочу к ней!
Mom was tugging Olia toward herself, but she didn't budge. Only the bed's head squeaked in agony. Oh my god, Mom, stop being mean. Dad intervened by picking Olia up and carrying her out of the room, despite her desperate protests and pleas.
Не надо! Не надо к ней!
Oh my god, my sister is gonna go missing. It's gonna be because of my parents.
Она опять смотреть будет!
I've listened to them struggling to make my little sister go to bed for a while.
Пожалуйста, ну не надо!
In the end, my parents gave up and let Olia sleep with them.
Мама, папа!
But it was surely the last time, ever.
Я не обещаю!
When everybody settled down, I was lying in my room, thinking about Olia's words. It's watching you too. I felt uncomfortable. I barely managed to calm down only after closing the curtains in my room shut. But as soon as I closed my eyes, memories of my day started jumping around in front of me. This is how she dies, and it'll all be the parents' fault. No joke, Walter. You're right. Oh, I was in the middle of the stuffy school corridor. I could see the literature classroom from here, the faces of dead classical writers on their portraits. Oh, this one's familiar. And the prim and regal pose of our homeroom teacher, Lilia Pavlovna. And around that corner was her daughter, Katya, a snitch and a gossip, eagerly waiting for me.
Эй, новенький!
Can I, like, settings? Full screen, speed, tax, auto. Skip, red tax. Oh, I guess it doesn't count as red. Okay, transfer student, transfer student.
Чего тебе, Кать?
She got on her tiptoes and started swaying while hiding her hands behind her back and then asked me with a fake smile on her face.
Скажи, пожалуйста.
Yeah, this is the same awful dream.
Вели, а?
I might have told the truth about this to Polina, but Katya will sell it on the market for 3 kopekas. It would be the same as printing all my thoughts and hanging them near Volva's picture for everyone to see. So I reverted to an answer I knew by heart.
Это все из-за моих родителей. У папы тут новая работа, а мама...
But Katya didn't even listen to me, just rushed toward the perked up ears of her friends, whispered something while stealing glances at me and giggling.
Да, конечно, конечно. У нас тут совсем за дурачков держит. Я вот слыхала, что это все из-за его отца. Он недавно кому-то крутому дорогу перешел, и теперь они всей своей семейкой в нашем захолустье скрываются.
Неправда! Ты все врешь!
А слышали, как он Бабурина просто так стукнул? Это каким надо быть уродом, чтобы в первый же день так над одноклассником измываться?
Прекрати! Ты же знаешь, он первый начал!
И будто этого мало. Ходят слухи, что этот чудик повсюду таскает с собой заячью маску. Ой, девочки, ну кто же в своем уме будет такое делать? Ясно, понятно. Со странностями наш Антошка. Может, слабоумный, а может,
Wow.
маньяк?
This is
Если в
different.
его портфеле хорошо покопаться, там и топор
What?
отыскать
She tried to
можно.
set me up?
А может, что и
Does she have the mom haircut? I think she does actually.
Замолчи, заткнись!
I think she does have the mom haircut.
Вон как раскричался-то, будто ужаленный.
Or too many
А
braids.
зрачки-то
No, she only has one
такие
braid.
широкие. Опять чего доброго с катушек слетит и руки распускать начнет. Не зря же его мать с таблетками пичкает.
I just stood there in confusion, trying in vain to understand how she found out about my medicine, and what scared me even more was the possibility that her nonsense had some truth mixed in. I read that really fast.
Да-да. Он такой же ненормальный, как и его сестрица.
She only has one braid though.
К этой сумасшедшей дурочке каждую ночь прилетает сова ростом с человека. Только что-то ее никто из здоровых людей не видел. А этот наивный простак ей верит. Нет, ну вы представляете?
And then I caught a single kind look from the smirking crowd.
Это правда, Антон?
Oh, yep, here we go.
Неужели действительно тебе не здоровится? Полина, послушай меня!
Как же, как же? Не слушай этого болтуна, Полиночка. Ты еще не знаешь. Он тебя на другую променял. Не из нашей школы.
I just meant the length of braid.
Ли-су.
Oh. Oh. That looks.
Почему она, Антон? Почему?
I want to know what's up with Polina and the other girl.
Убери от нее свои лапы, чудовище!
Are we gonna punch her? Are we actually gonna punch her in this dream?
То, что твой отец бьет мать, еще не дает тебе права поднимать
My
руку
god,
на
how does this
девушку.
girl know anything? MC Slug.
Слетел-таки! Слетел! Спасите!
God, she scares me so much.
Петро с катушек слетел!
Yeah, this is the same dream. And I woke up.
Вот ты и показал свое
Oh my
животное
god, she's so
нутро.
scary.
Трус!
Katya's face was twisted with jubilation and ecstasy. That is the most frightening thing.
Он! Животное! Чужак!
A scary flapping of wings came from the forest. A pair of giant white ears descended somewhere from above, and I dug myself into them.
Пожалуйста! Вставай!
I jumped up, almost falling out of bed. Apparently, I was thrashing around for hours on the sweat-soaked sheets. Olia's scream pulled me out, set me free from the tentacles of fear. Here we go again.
Антон, пожалуйста, вставай!
It took my eyes a while to focus on the silhouette near the window. Olia's voice was distant. My head was still ringing after the fight. Sounds got distorted, as if my eyes were stuffed with cotton. My sister, as distressed as ever, just kept on repeating the same phrase.
Сова! Сова! Пожалуйста! Я боюсь!
I'm scared too, Olya. Her tears poured on my heart like boiling water, but I was almost thankful for the owl's appearance. Otherwise, the scared Olya wouldn't have woken me up.
Оля, я сейчас. Хочешь, я тебе Мурзилку почитаю?
What is Marzilka? Is that Godzilla? The magazine used an unidentified yellow creature wearing a scarf and a red beret as its mascot. Ah, that one.
Подожди.
I placed my bare heels on the cold floor, felt around for my glasses, remembered Semyon and his underhanded act inside.
Антон! Пожалуйста! Посмотри!
She couldn't tear her eyes off the window as if it was a staring contest. And this is what I started reading. I found the light switch in my hand, the lamp poured bright light all over me. I got up, my vision fooled me, moving the window closer only to push it farther the next moment. My sister was just a blurry spot. I took a hesitant step forward.
Что там? Что ты хочешь?
Yep, this is where I started.
С кем ты?
Я разговаривал с тобой.
I'm skipping over.
Скажи, что я бы никогда, только, пожалуйста.
Sorry, I'm just skipping through the story that I had just read.
Не буду.
Hey, my glasses.
Вы почему не... Совсем жарко? Не болели давно? А ну-ка... Завтра поговорим.
Let's not talk tomorrow. Okay. Oh, so he still goes missing. I just didn't get to punch him. What? Useless. Huh. So it doesn't matter. So the other one's like whether I... Okay. Maybe if I do a new game, I can skip text I've already read? Is that how that works? Hide. It goes by so fast! Open. Oh my god. Yeah.
Мам, там что-то с телевизором.
So much skipping through the story. Should I take it again? Should I run away? I should run away this time. Lumps of snow fell from the branch, and that reminded me of the sound soil makes when you throw it onto the pit of the top of a casket. I immediately felt dizzy as if I was balancing at a precipice. I slowly backed away from my finding. It felt like the moment I touch it, a trap would spring, and the mouse would get caught. Someone walked on the ice close by. My inner voice whispered, "Save yourself, run!" My nerves got the better of me. I ran, burying my head in the shoulders. Someone was chasing me from the darkness, breaking pine branches, closing the distance with giant leaps. snow was slowing me down. Crazy thoughts flew through my mind. I'll get caught. They'll get me. I'll get dragged into the thicket. I'll be gone forever. But there's one more voice, probably one of reason. It gave me strength and spurred me on. You can do it. Don't stop. I heard an animal roar behind me. It was so loud my ears went numb. It felt like the sound had come from a pack of hungry beasts rather than a single one. Their nostrils sucked in freezing air. They sensed my fear. Two giant wings flapped above my head. An enormous shadow flew over the clearing. A hoot, a wheeze. The roars were coming from all directions now. From the dried up raspberry bush, from the twisted pines, from under the windfall. Hurry, don't look back. It felt like I was inside a nightmare. The snowy clearing became viscous quicksand. I was stuck in place. I pulled my leg from the mushy trap just to be caught in a new one, even deeper than before. I continued to drown, sinking deeper and deeper with every desperate push. Was the snow ever this sticky? Okay, I definitely read this one. I'm gonna continue, because I read that part. Run, probably the mother. My tired hand dropped to the sheets. Whether it was due to the medication, I think I did this. Oh. The corners of my room bent and undulated. Apparently this is new dialogue, my bad. The only stable thing in the whole room was the figure between the windowsill and the curtains. A flimsy piece of cloth was stuck to my hidden visitor. Just like a shroud.
Оля,
Who else would be standing there? I stood up and licked my dried up lips.
Оля, очень смешно.
This is where playing a visual novel is kind of weird because I'm trying to get through all the paths I've already done. And trying to read out the only stuff I haven't done, but it gets confusing if you haven't been there the whole time, you know? The silhouette was unmoving. It was enveloped softly by the curtains, as if there was a thick layer of darkness there, not a human being. I reached toward the curtains. Ba-dum, ba-dum, beat my heart, controlled by medication. The wind sang in the field with a chorus of voices. For a second, I wanted to return to the bed, just lie down and watch the person behind the curtain, knowing full well they were looking back at me. They're looking without blinking, waiting for me to fall asleep.
Попался!
Oh my god, Olia, please.
Да я сразу понял, что это ты.
A blindingly bright halo lit up above Olia's head with the setting sun as the background. My sister was shining. When she was just a baby, Dad always used to say she was shining with happiness. I always retorted, "But Dad, she's not some flashlight." But I brought her to the window one day, and sunlight poured in her smiling face. I felt like I was holding a light. My god, I can't talk anymore. I felt like I was holding a light-woven child.
Почему к нам милиция приходила? Ты что-то натворил?
Нет, конечно.
Of course I
Скажешь
didn't
тоже.
do anything.
Это из-за совы, да?
I showed her a worried smile and rubbed her head.
Один мальчик потерялся в лесу.
О, ему, наверное, там очень холодно. А его найдут?
Обязательно. Участковый по домам ходит, всем фотографию его показывает.
Olia traversed the room with care and pressed her tiny palms against the window.
А почему он по домам ходит, а не по лесу?
Because the forest is scary, Olia.
Боится?
Yes. The question caught me off guard.
Милиционеры ничего не боятся. И лес они прочесали.
Change the topic. As if trying to get Olia as far away as possible from the forest thicket.
Если я сам найду пропавшего мальчика, нам, может, награду дадут. Кучу всякого, как в поле чудес. Клёво же.
Not how it works. Olia wasn't listening to me. She asked in a hushed voice while piercing the forest with incredibly adult eyes, uncharacteristic for her.
А что, если это сова
What if the
его
owl got
утащила?
him?
Ерунда. Не может сова поднять человека.
Pretty sure this owl could lift a human, though.
Но вот что...
I was picking my words with utmost care. I forced them out of my overexerted brain.
Ты в лес не суйся. Мне кажется, он какой-то... Как бы сказать... Проклятый, что ли?
Как в сказке?
Нет, скорее, как на той страшной кассете, что родители прячут.
Olia shivered and stole a glance at the window. As I looked at my sister, my heart was tearing apart. She was so fragile. It was so easy to stifle her light. Good go, owl. A gust of wind, and her small fire would be gone.
Хорошо тебе.
Oh, there we go. And I set the TV this time instead of watching Peter Pan. Oh god, this is the ring? The picture finally cleared up. But the moment I rejoiced at finding that weird signal again, the TV started coughing, a voice barely coming through the cacophony.
Видели его часто. Именно тогда.
Yes. Small snowy hills were lined up on the screen, pierced with rickety crosses, and a male voice was narrating with a slow, mournful voice.
Стояла беспросветная
I don't
кладбищенская
want to
ночь.
be at a cemetery at night. Nobody should be at a cemetery at night.
В то мрачное время маленькая Сеня встретила свою судьбу в лице чудовищного
Thicket dweller.
обитателя дикой чащобы. Местные называют его не иначе, как хозяин леса.
A forest master? I froze and did my best not to move, as if by doing that I could scare away the narrator. I listened closely to his every word.
Зверь разобрался с беспомощной девочкой по-хозяйски.
How does the beast deal with a helpless girl in a masterful manner? Like, how is that worded? The camera panned across the snow with something black spilled all over it, looking for ragged pieces of cloth that were thrown away all over the place. I didn't want to think whether Senya's remains were wrapped in there, so I shut my eyes without thinking.